Aloha, friends. This is Tutu Signs here at Aloha Food Forest. I'm on a Zoom call here, and behind me is the beautiful oak tree. She's a very old tree, and her wisdom is behind all the wisdom in this website. She's amazing, and I think we are all very amazing also. So this is the website called alohafoodforest.com. You see our logo, which is a joyful tree, and as above, so below. And we share aloha, which is the message of unity. And a food forest is like a forest, but it's a garden. So step onto our path to infinite abundance. Grow a food forest. Welcome to food forestry. What is a food forest? Food forests are small or large home gardens designed to imitate wild forests. Food forests grow delicious, nutritious, and valuable fruits, nuts, seeds, berries, and vines, flowers, herbs, and mushrooms. They also regenerate land and support all life on Earth. They clean the air and water. They self-fertilize and continuously grow. A food forest teaches humans how to thrive in harmony with the force of life and creation. Become a co-creator with nature in your backyard as you learn to grow wild gardens. Here are 4 reasons to grow a food forest. It's good for the environment. Food forests require no plowing, tilling, or chemicals to maintain and create a healthy home for creatures great and small to enjoy. Food forests are perfect examples of how nature grows all by itself without help from humans. And you can grow nutritious. So it's good for the environment. It's about recycling. This one, you can grow nutritious food year round. You can grow your favorite fruits, nuts, vegetables, and seeds to eat fresh. And also leaves. Vegetables are leaves, yes, to eat fresh. You can use the things that you grow in your cooking recipes, in your do-it-yourself cleaning solutions, in first aid treatments, in beauty products, and more. What else? Look at that. It's good for your health. You'll get to good exercise working and walking through the garden. As you embrace nature's beauty, it's also a great place to be still. Observe nature and rejuvenate your mental state. I think in this message, if you try to use your imagination, it's very good. Listen along. You can earn extra income. Your food forest will grow an abundance of delicious food and seeds, often more than you need to feed yourself and your family. More than you need to feed yourself and your family. When you have extras, you can sell them to a thankful community or host events in your garden. Or I like to say you can give them. I am into giving things away. It's more fun. Okay, so it's good for your health. You can earn extra income. You can grow nutritious food year round, and it's good for the environment. Those are the 4 reasons to grow a food forest. Good for the environment, grow nutritious food, good for your health, earn extra income. So now right here is a place where you could click the link. Let's see what happens. You can get a free PDF. Okay, I already got the free PDF, so this is the PDF you can get. Um, I'll show you the beginning of it. It's called Smart Investing. A food forest has the best return on investment. Planting a food forest turns out to be a fabulous investment. The return on investment, or ROI, received from a food forest approaches infinity over time. Look at that. I capitalized the word infinity because what other investment approaches infinity? It's only in nature, only in nature's fractal patterns. So nature grows in patterns that expand infinitely, as seen in the fractal patterns in tree branches, in the vein designs of leaves, the unfolding of flowers, in the power of roots going out in the same way, and the life force of potential seeds. And this is from my school, Food Forest University, also known as Food Forest U. I have spent the last eight years. Okay, this was a while ago when I wrote this. This was in 2019. But at that time, I had spent the last 8 years observing and enjoying nature in action as I tended my food forest. Initially, I simply hoped to enjoy the juicy fruits, the tasty nuts and seeds, the lovely fragrances, and the healthy herbs. That is fabulous abundance right there. But that was only the beginning of the wealth I discovered. The plants in the food forest also reproduce exponentially. So the abundance expands exponentially. So that means in fractal patterns. So the branch of mathematics called calculus is where I learned what it deals with exponential increases where numbers get bigger fast and approach infinity. This best describes the kind of math I see in the food forest every day. So in this image, check out the orange number line climbing rapidly and approaching infinity. And this is a graphic image of numbers getting larger and approaching infinity from Socratic.org. So right here, you plant one seed and boom, you're off. You might have 2 seeds, 3 seeds, 4 seeds, and on and on and on and on. So I see this type of exponential growth curve going on in the food forest every day, especially in seeds, which grow in great abundance in the food forest and are the best example of exponential growth. So here is one example of this phenomenon. And in my videos throughout my YouTube channels, you can see many, 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 many more examples. But in this picture, okay, look at this. A romaine lettuce plant I planted with 1 seed. It all grew only from 1 seed. And as it matured, we enjoyed eating the leaves of the young plant. Like we could have some of the romaine lettuce seeds, romaine lettuce leaves, put them in our salads. And probably some of the animals in the garden enjoyed their leaves. And then after a few months, the plant began putting energy into producing seeds. So what happened was the foliage, which is the leaves, started to yellow, and these puffy white flowers appeared. Inside of each flower is about 10 or 20 seeds. I know I didn't do a good job of picturing this, but each one of these flowers has a bunch of seeds inside of it. After a few months, okay, inside of each flower is about 10 or 20 seeds. Yes, I counted them. I picked off most of the flowers and seeds to plant elsewhere in the food forest. So after a couple days later, a new batch of flowers grew back. to replace the ones I had already picked. Here's a photo of the second round of flowers that replaced the first round. So I was so impressed that there was another round of flowers that I took this picture and wrote this chapter. So one seed can grow into thousands of seeds of its kind in as short as 3 to 6 months. So let us do the math on the return on investment you get from a well-planted seed. Let us say, as in the picture above, that you invested, quote, this is your investment, 1 lettuce seed by planting the seed in the ground and letting it grow for a few months. Then at the end of its, at the harvesting of its life cycle, excuse me, I'm ad-libbing here. I should just stop that. Okay, so then you harvested 1,000 seeds that grew from that lettuce plant. So you ended up with 1,000 seeds. So you invested 1 lettuce seed and you ended up with 1,000 in a few months. So here is the simple return on investment formula copied from investopedia.com. So the return on investment, or ROI, equals the gain from investment minus the cost of investment. So that's how much did you gain minus how much did you put in. That is your margin. And you divide that over the initial cost of investment. So in this case, we gained from investment 1,000 seeds. And the cost of investment was 1 seed invested. So the 1,000 gain minus the 1 invested equals a 999 seeds increase. So now we know 999 seeds we got from investing 1 seed. And that is the top of our equation, our numerator here in this fraction. And the cost of investment is the denominator, or the bottom. So we have 999 seeds gained divided by 1 seed cost of investment equals 999% return on investment. So if you get a return of 1,000 seeds from growing 1 seed, then you get 999 more seeds. Divide the 999 seeds you got by the 1 seed you put in, and there's your ROI percentage. 999% return on investment for growing 1 seed in under 6 months. Compare that to the stock market, where you can expect to average 8% return on investment per year. That is, if you are lucky and you keep your money invested in the stock market for 30 years. And there's also the very real possibility that you might lose some or all of your money. So imagine how many seeds you might have after a few years of planting seeds. You could plant 1,000 lettuce seeds, and if most of those grow, then you end up with even more seeds. Are you getting the idea that nature expands infinitely using seeds? It is remarkable and surprising that hardly anyone talks about it. So in this little picture right here, it's a jar full of seeds. Let's see if I can get it to be bigger. Well, it's a jar, cilantro seeds that we collected from our naturalized cilantro plants. They reseed and grow wild in the food forest. So once you get things started, they can often carry on generation after generation. So the infinite abundance is like even too hard for an old accountant to calculate. There's so much of it. And I say that jokingly because how can I find every seed in the forest? How can I find every seed that blew in the wind or that was washed away by the water? The abundance is so noteworthy and so important for you to understand, my friend. And so let us say you plant a tree instead of a seed. You'll receive fruit and seeds from that tree for decades. We're grateful to have several fruit trees that are over 60 years old and are still producing fruit, and new ones coming along all the time by themselves. They naturalize. But imagine this, someone else planted the old trees, the very old trees. They planted them years ago, and we continue to enjoy the fruits of their labor of maybe an hour or so in planting a fruit or nut tree. It's magnificent abundance. Forget about fertilizers, insecticides, fungicides, and tilling by the sweat of your brow. This decades-old macadamia tree still gives delicious nuts. And this is like 10, let's see, when did I write this for 10? Like 2019 to 2025, 6 years ago. So the macadamia tree is even bigger and more abundant than it was back then 6 years ago. So this decades-old macadamia tree still gives delicious nuts. And it was already old when we got here, and it still continues to supply the abundance. So plant a fruit or nut tree and give fruits or nuts for future generations. This is actually a gift you can give to future generations. Another excellent example of nature's expansion is multiplication through spreading underground, like these bananas. Look at these bananas that expand their roots into the soil and pop up new banana plants. I don't know if we can see this very well, but they're very similar to grasses. They multiply underground. New banana trees grow from the roots of existing banana trees. Then new generations of bananas grow from the roots of those bananas. And then the pattern expands over and over, generating more bananas outward in all directions. So what starts as maybe one banana growing, like becomes a little clump, then it becomes a bigger clump of bananas and a bigger clump. This is a very tiny clump compared to how it is now. Now the clump of bananas is more bigger around than that. So they grow from the roots and they expand, the pattern expands over and over, generating more bananas in all directions, outward in all directions. It's bananas. There's no doubt that a food forest produces a fabulous abundance of good food for people. Everyone talks about eating healthier food, and this is a simple, direct way to provide healthy food for yourself. Another miracle of the food forest is that it also produces healthy food and habitats for wild creatures that feed on plants and each other, and they create a stable ecosystem. Our food forest is home to coyotes, rabbits, squirrels, gophers, lizards, spiders, birds, insects, possums, raccoons, mice, rats, snakes, skunks, and cats. And that's just the fauna. We haven't even talked about the microbes, the fungi, and the plants. Or we didn't even mention that here, but listen to all the things, all these animals that are home here. They all go about their business doing what they were born to do. We feel great knowing that these creatures like living here in the food forest too. Forest gardens work in harmony with planet Earth's natural processes. If you want to see real abundance, look to a food forest rather than an interest-earning financial account. And in closing, I give you this food for thought. There's more than enough food for us on planet Earth. because everything growing expands. So I'm going to stop sharing that screen. And oh wait, maybe I will share that screen and then I will go back. Can I do that back here? Yes, I did it. Hooray. So, as we were saying, 4 reasons to grow food forests. It's good for the environment. You can grow nutritious food year-round. It's good for your health. You can earn extra income. There is the download your free ebook. Here's the become a free member of Food Forest U. And here is the website, Welcome to Food Forest U. You can get another free ebook here. And I think I showed this whole website recently, so I'm not going to show it again. I'm just going to show Aloha Food Forest. So these are the books that I've written based on the inspiration from the food forest. This one's called Our Path to Infinite Abundance. It's an introduction to food forests by Tutu Signs. You can purchase this on Amazon. And it's an introduction to food forests. You will learn how the many different life forms on Mother Earth continually grow and expand in mathematically perfect patterns as they work in community, harmony, unity to provide everything we need. And then the next book here is called The 8-Step Path to Creating a Food Forest. This book is about food forestry and teaches you, this book about food forestry teaches you how to work in syntropy with the abundance of life instead of fighting with it. So are you ready to walk step by step through the process of creating a food forest? Let's get started. And then you could purchase on Amazon. It has 5-star reviews. I'm not sure if I'm sharing that page. And then we have a blog, Aloha Food Forest blog. Read the blog. These are posts, all kinds of posts. Some are old. And this is about the blog, why I felt compelled to write this. I believe it's helping lots of people. I learned a lot from Mother Earth's infinite abundance. I started my blog in 2013. I remember I first started with 2 followers and then I got 23. But within a few years, it grew into thousands of people worldwide. From my website, I'm not talking about my social media channels, but I had well over 2,000 subscribers on my old website. But anyway, so I knew it was interesting people. And even if it's a small audience, I'm so happy to share it with whomever loves it. So I poured a lot of love into my blog and I listened when my eternal spirit guidance impressed on me to share about something. Then I would form the message into words and sometimes videos. I believe that it's helping lots of people, and I hope it's spreading love and joy and hope for all the future, all over planet Earth, aka also known as Mother Gaia, planet Earth, Mother Gaia, our mater, our material, the source of all of our material. I hope that you, your family, and your friends will create food forests of your own, no matter how large or small, for your family's health and the health of our shared planet. I would love to see everyone have enough food, safe hair and body care products, safe house cleaning products that can all be returned into the earth after being used. We could reduce food waste, plastic use, and transportation costs dramatically. In my dreams and prayers, I see a vision of Mother Earth covered in beautiful gardens of wonderful trees and flowering plants. All the people and the animals around the world are enjoying life with plenty of healthy food and healthy bodies. Thriving animals live in the water and on land. Birds fly in a clean, beautiful sky, fountains of healthy, clean water flow, and parties with bubbly beverages abound. Growing the garden will help you reclaim your health by eating fresh and composting the rest, while getting outside in the sun and exercising. Garden food heals and energizes our bodies. It seems to me that even eating some fresh food every day imparts health and vitality. Help the earth, reduce food waste, shrink landfills, make a nice place for the animals, and a safe place for future generations. Save yourself and the planet from this ridiculous way of living, or should I say, killing all life. Today we have a chance to start over and look for ways to make a difference in every moment. Let me help you manifest your own Garden of Eden. You will be so happy and healthy and wealthy. Wishing you infinite abundance, world peace, and aloha. And at that, I will leave this video, and I hope that you all enjoyed this video and that you get the chance to create a small or large food forest near you. Please be sure to visit Aloha Food Forest for lots more pages and information and opportunities. And also, if you wish to join Food Forest University, you can do that on the Food Forest University YouTube channel and also at foodforestuniversity.com. Sending you aloha. Mwah. Perfect.